Hello! Give me 1 second. I was editing the parameters on my model, and I need to adjust them some more. My eyebrows. That's what I was adjusting. My eyebrows. I gotta fix them a little bit. Meow, 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 meow. But hello. My name is Astaroth. I'm a Twilight Demon villainess. And how is everyone doing today? I actually can't hear. Wait, there we go. No, I can hear. Turns out wearing both headphones. When I said I wanted noise cancelling, they are working because I cannot hear myself at all. Let me see. How did I move the tool, darling? What did I move? Move your tool. What did I move your tool? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My eyebrows are doing things. It's fine. I think they're okay now. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if my eyebrows are okay. Oh, I also only fixed the left one. I fixed the right. Did I fix all of them? Did I fix both of them? I hope so. I hope so. I hope they're doing okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Elru! Hello! Oh, I moved myself too far. Hello, Elru. Wait, hold on. Why did you stack it? Why did you stack it on the way home? No, that's bad. It is not my week. Oh, hon. What's happening? Tell your demoness. What's going on? What's going on, huh? Why is it not your week this week? Uneven pavements and badly lit streets? Oh, boo. I hate that. There's, so when I get off the train for work, there is this, like, overhead passway for the bridge that takes me to the other side of the station, and those stairs are always fucking uneven. Like, they just refurbished them and they're still uneven. So, and I don't mean uneven as in like the slates that you walk on are tilted in any way. I mean like the gaps between the steps aren't consistent. And also if you were to put like one of those measuring rulers that let you know if something's level, guarantee none of those steps are level. So I remember being on my way to work and fucking stacking it in the morning, right in front of a couple because I was trying to get to work on time, and luckily they helped me up, but it was so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, honestly. I hate it. I hate falling down in the street. It's just, ugh. Ugh. Elru says more sad things happened on Wednesday. More sad things? Oh no. I'm sorry. Is everything okay? You okay? I hope you're okay. Oxygen says, brush those damn teeth. All brushed. Already. Nice and pointy, sharpened for biting. I'm grieving yet again, and now I have added injury to insult. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear, hon. Oh, hon. Ree, why is life beating down on you right now? It's not fair. Why can't life give you a fun little break? Why can't life give you a fun little break? Why can't life just be kind? Life needs to be kind to you. Cass says, multi-streaming? I am. So I'm streaming on the purple app, the red app, and the clock app. And I can't say their names because otherwise I'll get penalized. And I don't want to get penalized. So, yeah. So if you hear me talking to people that you don't see commenting in your chat, it's most likely because I am talking to someone else on a different platform. But yeah, today's just it's gonna be a chill stream today. We're just gonna be vibing because we're not gonna be here for long. Well, I say that in like I'm probably gonna be streaming for maybe about an hour, maybe a bit more. But I wanted to just like chill and vibe after the con that I just came back from, which was, we thought it was gonna be chill, and it was not. I mean, it was chill, but it was chill in a chaotic way because we took for granted the time we had, and we thought it was so chill that we had spent 3 hours going through. It was only one hall, and we had spent 3 hours just exploring half that hall and none of the rest. we spent 3 hours exploring one half of a hall, which, if you've ever been to MCM, is like a ridiculous thing. You move from hall to hall constantly, right? You spend maybe you maybe spend 15 minutes in one hall and then you move to the next, right? Unless you're looking for something real specific. But with this, it was really nice because you could just vibe, you know? Cass says, so that's why you didn't see what I said when I came here. Yeah, I may not have seen it because I was still setting up things for stream as well. So apologies if I'm yawning. I've been up since early. I am an EP babu. But yeah, I might not have seen it because of that. Ari said, I would love a break. Both Kat and Stan within 7 months. Oh no. And I'm just done with 2025, but your stream yesterday was very needed, and I'm looking forward to hearing about your adventures with our beloved druid. Yes! It was a good time. It was a good time. Dragonmeet. For the people who don't know, Dragonmeet, it is a TTRPG. A TTRPG convention. It's small. It's in London. I believe last year it was at the Novotel, which is like a hotel, but it was really small and confusing to the point of where people didn't know where things were. So they changed it this year and they had it at the XL, which, again, if you don't know, the XL Center is where they have MCM Comic Con, which is like our hugest Comic Con. It's like big. So it was there. It was only in one hall, which was really strange to see. But did you meet any dragons? We actually did. Met multiple little dragon guys. Very, very cute. Very, very cool. They were all little miniatures and stuff. There were so many cool things. Like, it was really difficult. It was really difficult to decide what I wanted to get, and I want to say some of the things that I got for myself. Actually, I can say it. I'll take a picture and I'll be posting it on my Instagram as well as my other social media when I get time to like go through all the pictures and edit them. But I got some really cool merch, one of which is the limited edition Molly Mock and Jester. If you watch Critical Role, and if you know about Critical Role, the Mollymock and Jester Major Arcana tarot cards, which apparently a few of them are blank, so you can create your own. And I found it today at a stall, and we were talking about Critical Role and how much I loved Critical Role, and the guy was like, I can give it to you for like a cheaper price. And I was like, please. Please do. So I got that. Very, very, very cool. And again, you know me, I love doing tarot. Oh my god, wait, this is just chatting stream. I should have set up the tarot, but I put my tarot cards away. We'll do it next time. Next just chatting stream, we'll do some tarot readings. I'll set that up, but for now I'm too EP and I don't know where my cards are. But yeah, I got those. And then I believe with my new cards, yeah, of course, with my new cards, what I'll do is that I'll have to, I mean, my Sonic deck, my Sonic tarot cards, I didn't like charge them or bless them or cleanse them in any way. I just kind of like used them straight out of the packet, which is not what I usually do, but they've been working real well for me so far. So I'm tempted to do that with this deck. However, because it is the Mollymock and Jester deck is only Major Arcana, it wouldn't give a proper reading without another suit of cards. So I would most likely have to mix and match between the Sonic deck that I have and the Mollymock cards, or one of my other decks. But we can work it out. But yeah, if you guys want the new cards, I can definitely use the new cards. I bet they're gonna be super cute. The art looks fucking fantastic, so I'm looking forward to it. Then what did I get? I got some things for a few friends. I hope they're not watching right now. Also, Isla Lockwood, hello, you were here yesterday. Welcome. I hope they're not in stream right now. I hope they're not listening. But I got a few gifts for my friends who I'm seeing tomorrow. They're from another D&D table that I play at. And I'm hoping they like their gifts. They were like, it's really small things, but I tried to pick out things that I think would suit their character. Then I got some really cool coasters. One for the character that I am playing now, who is a ranger, and then another for my character that I played on, that I play on the Mystic Muses, which is a sorcerer. So I got a sorcerer coaster, and then I got a ranger coaster, and they're really, really freaking cool. And then my favorite purchase from today. There was a seller who was selling sending stones. Handcrafted, handmade sending stones. And not just one, the pair. I have never snatched up a thing more in my life than when I saw those sending stones. I was like, because I debated it a bit. I was like, should I get this? Because when am I going to use it? And I'm like, it's not about using them, it's about having them. Also, Linda Lewis, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're just chatting about Dragonmeet, which is a tabletop RPG convention that happened today in London. It's for like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. So if you like gaming and if you like Dungeons and Dragons, then feel free to vibe and join. But yeah, I really debated whether I should get it because I was like, when am I going to use it? And then I was like, oh, if I ever complete the cosplay that I want to do for my D&D character from the Muses, which was Yui, then I could always use that, right? Fair enough, he didn't use a sending stone, but it's a cool thing to have. It's such a cool thing to have on your person. Like, for a cosplay. And then also, I have a character at the table that I'm currently playing at who has a sending stone, but she doesn't have the other half. So I think that's really cool. Ooh, thank you, Skarux. Oh, FY, hello, using an old Twitch account. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow over on the Purple app. Thank you. But yeah, I had to really debate that purchase, y'all. I had to really debate it because I was like, when am I going to use it? But then I was like, where have I ever seen another seller make sending stones? I have never seen that, nor have I ever seen that sold online. Therefore, this is something that's unique, and I feel like if I'm going to get it, I have to get it now. So I got myself some sending stones, which I'm really excited. And they feel like genuine concrete, like genuine rock. Obviously they're not made out of genuine concrete, but it's made out of another material. But yeah, it was just really great. I got some other things, I think, but I can't remember which. I can't remember what. FY says, can I remove my phone number from here to connect it to my other account? I am not sure. That is a question for Twitch support. Because I don't know. I only have one phone connected to my account. I don't really have any others. Oh. You're on Yippee. But yeah. I'm trying to remember what else I got. Oh, I got some bookmarkers they were decorated with the kind of hand illustrated map of Tal'Dorei and Wildmount, which was very cool. A lot of Critical Role stuff, and a few other things happened today as well. So one, everybody was super nice. Everybody was super sweet. The reason why it took us 3 hours to just get through half the hall, not even that, is because every stall that we went to, everyone was just so friendly and wanted to talk, and they were like, do you like D&D? Do you like this? Do you like that? And you were like, yeah, I do. And then you get to talking, and then you find out you have a bunch of other things in common. Also bumped into a few old friends from the Women in TTRPG meetup, so that was nice. I didn't think we were going to bump into each other. I didn't think we were going to see them because we'd spent so long in the trading hall. But we managed to bump into them, and it was so serendipitous. It was great. And then what else happened? So many things. We went through the halls, investigated stuff. Oh, and then when we were like, okay, we need to lock in, we have 2 hours, let's see, well, at the 2 hour mark we went and got food, but we got 2 hours, let's see if we can, sort out trying to see the rest of this hall. Just as we were about to finish eating, we then got scouted, I guess. Scouted, perceived, found by reporters. Now, I want to preface this. Whenever me and my friend, who is also a part of the Missing Muses, Danny, go out together to these events, we tend to get, I don't want to say targeted, but we tend to get a lot of people coming up to us and just kind of wanting to know why we're there. Not in a rude way, but in a very self-aware way of, this place is predominantly white people and you are not white. We are curious to know how you got into this, and so on. So we had an interview. They were news reporters. They were news reporters. And again, I want to preface, this is not the first time me and Danny have been interviewed for one of our hobbies. The first time it happened was for the BBC when we went to go and see Baby Metal. They picked us out of the crowd and they're like, you two girls, what are you doing here? What was this concert about? Let us know. And it was really cool because I had white hair, a little mask, visual Kai representing. It was cool. But yeah, they interviewed us. They asked us some really interesting questions because the interviewer, the interviewer was just, he started playing D&D way back when it was still really racist and really sexist. And he was like, the way he started the interview was, when D&D first came out, you had to be a cis-het white nerd. You had to be a guy with acne and pimples who was white and straight in order to play this game, and anything else wasn't really allowed. How, now that we've come back several years later, things have changed, right? More of the queer community is involved in this space, and we started talking, and I love this, but we started talking about like the intricacies of like why that happened and why do we think it happened and what was our experience like, as people of color coming into a scene that is predominantly white. And I was like, oh, you found let me let me crack my knuckles. You've asked the right person the right questions. Let's go. Let's go. It was really fun though. We got to talk about some of our favorite characters. We got to talk about our favorite moments that ever happened at a D&D table. We got to talk about what it meant to us. It was really nice, a really nice interview. I don't know when it's going to come out. I was told that I would be emailed when it did. But he said it won't be out for a while because he still needs to get in contact with some people in a different country. So I'm excited to see that because I have no idea what it's going to look like. But yeah, that happened. But that took up a whole chunk of our time. Like a whole ass chunk. So then we had like maybe 45 minutes to explore the rest of the hall. So we were like, oh man, we gotta speed run this shit. We gotta speed run super fast. We gotta speed run it. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to see shit. So that's what we did. We speed ran. And it was so many things. There was so many pretty dice. So many pretty kind of like really unique things. There were sellers who I was familiar with. Elry says, that sounds great. It was really fun. It was really, really fun. And like this guy, so the guy interviewing us was a writer. And one of the things that he said before he left with his photographer is that, he did the like pleasantries. He was like, oh, you guys are really cool. Thank you for letting us interview you. And he turned to us and he was like, from that interview, I can already tell you guys are great storytellers. And I was like, he said the thing. He said the thing. What's this? Me getting approval from a stranger who doesn't even know me and has only met me for a couple of seconds. He said the thing. Heckin' screaming internally. And he didn't have to say that, He could have just been like, yeah, nice interview. Thank you so much. You'll see it when it's out. We'll email you to let you know. Okay, goodbye. But he said that, and we had an additional conversation, just kind of talking about, this was outside of the interview, but like kind of talking about how me and Danny had experience with playing second edition, which again is, well, the edition after first. And we were like, it's problematic. Like, you will read stuff in that book and you'll be like, yes, let's put a pin in that and rewrite that shit because it's not okay. So, you know, we've handled some of the problematic material before and we know what it's like. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. Because it's true. Scree. I get all shy. I didn't even mention to him that I was a writer. So that's why I was like, I was just making internal sounds. But yeah, after that we explored the rest of the hall. The thing is, we wanted to go and see like seminars, and we wanted to go see like some of the podcasts that were doing their little like shows and stuff, because like not only is it great research, but it's also like good to see how other people do their productions and do their plays, you know, like, but we never got the time. We never got the time. We were so busy just running back and forth. We met a guy who was selling these flasks. They were so cool. And he was also selling bone dice, like dice made of actual bone. And I was like, oh my god, that's metal as fuck. We also met a guy who 3D printed these really cute mimics that had their mouth open, and there was a little place where you could put one of your D20s, so it looked like he was eating it. It was really cute. There's a seller who is selling hairpin swords, which was also really cool, and we all fangirled because we were like, they're really fucking pretty. They also sold those like dangly glasses, like thread accessories, and I thought about getting one, but I already spent an arm and a leg on my bloody gifts. And yeah, it was just an all-round good vibe. And towards the end of the show, I met someone called the Wood Wizard, and I'm sure he has another name, but I shall forever remember him as the Wood Wizard. Yeah. And he walked around with a huge gigantic staff made of wood, and it lit up, and he could change the color for the wood, for the light in the staff. It was really cool. Because me and him were just vibing, we were talking, because apparently, so there's a company in London who run D&D games, and they're called Arcadia, and then his company that he works for are also called Arcadia, but they don't run games. They make tabletop tables. They make TTRPG tables, right? So the first time that Arcadia Tables and Arcadia Games spoke to each other was today, because they didn't realize they had the same name. So he was like, yeah, you know, we're talking business with them. Are you familiar with them? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I scouted that place because I wanted to see what it was all about and, you know, maybe get in contact with some of them. But I didn't really get much of a chance to do much other than, like, peruse a bit. And then he started telling me about, he started telling me about, like, his character, like, the reason why he was dressed up the way he was, and he was like, yeah, my character's the Wood Wizard, and I was like, Wood Wizard? Like, what does that even mean? And he was like, well, it's in the name, he's really good with wood. And I just looked at him, and I was like, he's good with wood, huh? A man of many talents. And he was like, no, a man of one talent. And I was like, you're right. I was like, you're right, a man of one talent. I was like, what kind of wood? Because I had to ask. I was just giving him that look like, what kind of wood, bud? Come on. What kind of wood? Tell me. Say it. Say it out loud. Say it with your whole chest. What kind of wood? And he was like, yeah, he's really good at just gripping wood real tight. I say, I love that for a queer king. I love that for a queer king. You call yourself the wood wizard. Get it. Get it. Get that wood. Get that wood. But yeah, other than that, it was a great time. It was a great time. And everyone was really sweet. And a lot of people, I wasn't really dressed up as anything. I just was wearing one of my, like, kind of medieval-esque themed outfits. And a lot of people complimented me on it, which was really nice. And I was also wearing my demon horns out for the mortals. The mortals could see my demon horn. And a lot of them loved it. Mortals are silly. They don't know I'm a demon. And yet, they come up to me and they say, wow, your horns. Wow. Where did you get them from? And they lie. I tell them it's from some lady on Instagram, but it's not. They're my demon horns. You silly mortals. So silly. You don't even know. You don't even know that I'm right in your view. That I'm right in your face. You don't even know. Silly billies. Silly billy bobbies. Yeah. Elru says, ooh, UK-based tabletop tables, not from a problematic company. I know, right? I know. I went to go talk to them and I asked them how much their tables were because you can get them in different kinds of wood. And unfortunately, the problematic tabletop table company has a color of wood that I'm kind of obsessed with and I hate it because it's the purple worm heart wood. It's just so freaking pretty. But they didn't have that color at this top company table. So it's okay. It's okay. I forgive them. But at the same time, maybe they can just make the purple worm heart for me one day. You were dressed up as a beautiful lady, as was Danny. Ree! I try. I had my little elf ears out. I had my little horns out. And some dude, when I was getting my wristband and my pamphlet, he tried to call me over because I was like super distracted. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like completely lost in thought. And he was like, it's okay. It's hard to get the attention of a devil. And then he looked at me and he was like, wait, are you actually like, are you? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I am the devil from the Bible. I am the devil. But yeah, everybody was super sweet. Everybody was super nice. It was really cool. I wish I got a chance to do more, but to be fair, we got there, I think, a little late. What time were we supposed to get there? Sorry. We were aiming for like 9:30, but then we ended up getting there 10:30, or if you're me, 10:50. So, you know, we kind of didn't really get started until around about 11, and then up until 5:45, we were kind of just going back and forth. Again, I can't remember what I got for myself. I think I rarely got anything for myself other than the 2 coasters, the bookmarks, and the sending stones, and then the Mollymock stuff. Okay, so I got myself a few things. But yeah, everything else is for my friends at the table that I'm seeing tomorrow. Because I last time I went to a con, I got a dice. I got a die for my GM. Just to say thank you and for being like so welcoming after a little mishap that happened when I first tried to join the table. So I just wanted to say thank you, that I appreciate the friendship. So I got them a red die that has a liquid core eyeball that rolls around when you roll it. And ever since I've given them that die, it has been rolling high numbers ever since. And every player at the organization where they play absolutely hates that dice because it keeps rolling well. And my table keep blaming me when our DM's destroying us. And I'm like, well, it's not my fault that my power of friendship is stronger than anything else. I'm sorry. My dice wants to do well. He's just a little guy doing his job. And so everybody else was like, okay, but now you have to get us gifts. You know, instead of just him, because you made him too powerful. And I was like, okay, fair, fine. So I tried to look long and hard for gifts that they would like. Now, bearing in mind it's not anything like that gift where it's like a huge D20 with a rolling eyeball, but I got like a little trinkets and hopefully they like it. Hopefully. If they don't like it, then I will cry. I'll be really stressed and I will cry. And I also got something for my DM, but it wasn't dice, just in case people wanted to say that I was trying to sabotage him, you know? I'm not trying to sabotage the party, and I'm not trying to sabotage myself. It's just my power of friendship is so strong that it makes the dice rolling against us want to do well. And that's fine. Just not good for our potential survival rates, you know? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Outside of that, I don't think there was anything else. Oh, wait, no, there was. I saw the cast of High Rollers at the con. And, okay, so I'm really awkward and, so I saw one of them, and I wanted to say hi. I wanted to be like, hi, are you from High Rollers? I wanted to do that, but I looked at her. She looked at me briefly, but she was mid-conversation, and then my brain was like, no, shut it down. She's mid-conversation. She doesn't want to hear from you. She doesn't hear from you, bitch. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. And then I was going to leave it, but then I looked to who was behind her, and I saw Mark Holmes. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's Mark Holmes. And then I was going to say, oh, I should ask him. Are you from High Rollers? I know you're from High Rollers, but I'm just asking to be I need an entryway. I need an entry to the conversation. And then I realized that Mark was talking to someone. And then I locked eyes with Mark really awkwardly. And I was like, oh, I got abort, because he's talking to someone, and I don't want to interrupt, and I don't want to be rude. And then I saw, I believe her name is Kat, but she's also from High Rollers behind him. Now, I believe her name is Kat. If her name's not Kat, I'm going to be really upset. But I believe I've met Kat because there was another event a couple years ago where she was helping organize the Creators Lounge for WASD. And I was not only a creator there, but I was also working there. And so me and her got to talking about work-life balance because shit was crazy. And I saw her and I wanted to go, are you from High Rollers? And then I saw her talking to someone and I was like, fucking abort! So I just ended up staring at these three people for no reason. Just staring at them desperately wanting to go, is any of you from High Rollers? Please. But I couldn't. I was too shy. And I couldn't say anything, and I didn't want to be awkward because I knew the moment. I knew, like, if I start this conversation, I'm gonna have to try and continue it. And like, I don't even remember names. I only remember faces, and I want to make sure that I'm not offending anyone. And I'm gonna offend someone, and they're gonna remember it, and then this will be on my record for the entire life. And then by the time I finish thinking that and keeping myself silent and staring at them, they were already gone. They were already gone. They were halfway down the hall. So I was like, oh, fuck. Shit. Tits. Fucking shit and tits. Ah. So stressful. So fucking stressful. You need to give yourself more credit. Credit for what? They were talking. You were talking, and I didn't want to interrupt, you know? Khadijah, hello. Hi over on the Red app. How are you doing? Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. I'm the kind of gal who's like, if I see that someone who's like a celebrity or someone who's like really cool is talking to someone or in a conversation, I'm way too self-aware to go up to them and be like, oh my god, are you because you're obviously having a conversation with someone. It's not like you're free roaming or that you're like on your way somewhere, right? Because even like when I was at another con, I believe it was EGX. I was at EGX and I was walking with a friend and I was talking to one of the writers. I was talking to one of the writers who was working on Life is Strange, the new one. And I was just kind of talking to her about like wanting to get into writing for the games industry, how hard it was, not really knowing like what direction I want to go, but I was currently in marketing. And just as I was talking to her, fucking, what's his name? The dude that plays Asterion. The dude that plays Asterion. Like, he walked past. He was walking to us. I'm sure he was on his way to a panel because he looked like he was walking, like, post-haste. And I wanted to turn around and I wanted to say, yo, your performance as Asterion, Heisenberg, your performance as Heisenberg too, was epic. Was heckin' epic, right? I wanted to turn around and say that. However, he seemed busy. He seemed like he was trying to get somewhere with speed, and I didn't want to interrupt that. And I was also in a conversation with another person. So I was like, I'm just going to admire you from afar and hope that my admiring you from afar comes across as admiring you from afar, and I will not interrupt because you are obviously a busy person. So yeah, if I see someone who seems famous, unless they look like they're just waiting for someone to approach them, the likelihood that I will go up to them is very small. Very, very small. Khadijah says, I'm 10 years old. Then you shouldn't be here, Khadijah. These streams are for adults, and you are too young. I might swear and hurt your baby ears. You don't want that. You don't want your baby ears to get hurt. If your baby ears get hurt, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do. You can't unhurt your baby ears. Once you hear it, you hear it. You're done. You're done, son. So yeah, careful. Protect baby ears. But yeah. What's his name? Oh, see, this is what I mean. Names I'm so terrible with. Faces, give it to me. Faces I can handle. I could be like, oh my god, yeah, I know that person. They like this. But names, absolutely not. Neil Newborn. There we go. There's my buddy. Old pal. Yeah. I'm the kind of gal who will like rush a celebrity or like try desperately to like grab onto them or try desperately to get their signature. Like, if you're busy, you're busy. If you're not busy and you're free to give a signature, then I am more than happy to take. But outside of that, I'm not gonna interrupt your life because I am very aware of the fact that you are not here purely for my, purely for me to interrupt your life. You're here because you're on business. Like, you're going places. You have panels to do, talks to do. I don't know, you might be rushing off to your next voice acting job. I don't know your schedule, bro. I try to be a little respectful of that. Khadijah says, "No, KO! Be gone, small child, be gone! This place is not for you! This place is not for you! Shoo, shoo! Take a look outside, touch some grass, and then realize this place is not for you!" But yeah. Newborn. Yeah. I don't know. But I tried. Oh no, the small child won't leave. Do it at your own peril, because I'm not taking responsibility for you. And if you want to get banned because you're viewing content and you're not allowed to, then that's on you. And yeah, that's the TLDR. That's the TLDR of what I have to say. Yeah. That was something that happened with new rollers, or high rollers, sorry. And I doubt they're going to remember it, but I will. I'll remember the moment that I stared at them a little too long. And it's going to haunt me for the rest of my days, but we tried. We did try. Wow. Yeah, that was about it for Dragonmeet. I don't think there was anything else I can remember that like particularly stood out or particularly like happened. It was all just a bunch of really good like conversations. I think Danny accidentally got spoiled for campaign 2 of Critical Role, which was really rough to see. I don't think the person meant it, but they mentioned something that happens in a campaign that hasn't happened yet in the TV show. And yeah, Danny was a little pissed. Danny was a little pissed because it's a huge spoiler. Huge spoiler. But yeah, I'm hoping that Danny forgets by the time everything passes, Also, because I know this is a short stream and I will be hopping off in a bit because your girl is EP and needs to get ready for tomorrow, making sure she goes to Betty Bye, making sure that she doesn't cry. Anyways, in regard to next week, your Demoness will not be streaming on the Friday, but I will be streaming on the Saturday, because not only am I working on the Saturday, but also my plans have changed because I am working on the Saturday. So we'll be doing a late stream on the next Saturday for a new game, because we finished Dispatcho. And that game is called... Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see what game it is, because it's a new one. It's a new one. It's a new one. It's a new game. It's a new game. It's called Ayla. A-I-L-A. And yeah, it's past a review embargo, and it is a sponsored game. It is a branded game, sponsored game. So we will be playing a big chunk of it. It might be a stream of 2 to 3 hours or more. But yeah, apparently it's really cool. It's all about exploring like how AI can go wrong, or the AI in a video game kind of going rogue. I believe that's a premise. But we'll go into a bit more detail next weekend. So hopefully you guys can be there for that. If not, that's totally fine. That's why we have VODs. That's why we have VODs. So if you're not there, you can watch a VOD. And then I'm trying to think. Coming up towards Christmas, I'm not entirely sure what my schedule is going to be, but I do know my last stream for the year will be the the 20th, I believe. The 20th of December will be my last stream, hopefully. Depending on whether I'm moving or not, that's a whole other discussion, because I might be moving. The 20th is what I'm aiming for in terms of last stream of the year. And then in terms of freedom from Fleaman, that's the hope. That's the hope. But I don't know yet, because I still need to sort out logistics, and I also need to sort out just my own personal things, because I feel like I never have enough money, and it's crazy bread. It's crazy bread. But in the month of December, I should be working from home more. So that means that I'll be able to do more things after work, because I won't have to do the traveling part. So fingers crossed, hoping for that. Hoping for that dearly. What else? What else am I missing? I don't think there's anything else. Oh, the super secret project that I'm working on. Hopefully things will be announced soon. So I will let you know when things get announced. For now, it is just DRAGONMEET things, just casual things. I'll also be making an announcement for all the cons that I will be attending next year. They will be less than usual, because I'm going to attempt to save up to go to America for my friend's wedding, so that I can be her bridesmaid. So I think that's all the things, to be honest. I think that's all the things. So yeah, very exciting. Thank you. Very exciting. A lot of things happening. A lot of plans. Yeah, it's just, your girl's busy. Your girl's been busy and working hard, and I assure you, it's all gonna come full circle. It's all gonna make sense. But for now, it's been time, so your girl is gonna go and get ready for bed. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Your girl's tired, so she's gonna go get ready for bed. I've been out all day, and I also need to make preparations for tomorrow as well, and make sure my friends' gifts are all in order. Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with the things that I'm doing, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to see all the content from DRAGONMEET, I will be posting across Mystic Muses and my own personal VTuber account, as well as making TikToks and things like that. If you're interested about the news interview, then I will yeah, if you're interested about the news interview, I will try and update you guys when that's out. I don't even know if they're going to remember to update me, so that's fair. But yeah, outside of that, I will try and get good eeps. I didn't get to bed until like 2-3 a.m. last night. Same with Danny, because we were just so busy sorting out stuff before tomorrow. And by tomorrow I mean today. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get rid of some of that sleep debt and hopefully have a good rest. But it's been good vibing with you guys. It's been good chatting. And next time we do a just chatting stream, please remind me, and I will bring out the tarot cards and we can do a tarot reading with the new deck. I think it's gonna be really fun. But yes, either way, thank you everyone for vibing with me. Thank you everyone for just popping in, saying hi, doing whatever. Very nice, very chill stream, very quick stream. And I love you guys. So have a good night. Sleep tight. I hope your coming week is a lot better. I'm sending hugs and kisses. Just big ol' hugs. And take care of yourself. Okay? Good night. Sleep tight. And only let the demon ass bite. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!